Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Mike the Credit Guy. If you don't know me, I've been known as Mike the TikTok Credit Guy, Mike the Credit Repair Guy. I'm pretty much all over social media. And it's time for me to come to YouTube and give you all the answers to all these crazy questions that you have, because I've been stuck in the short form world of making 1-minute videos. If this is your first time following us, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that bell notification so you know whenever we drop a video or whenever we go live, because I'm always going to give you information that nobody else wants to give you, because everybody in this industry wants to gatekeep information like it's so valuable, like you can't find anywhere. But the problem in the credit repair space or the credit industry is what information is true and what information is false. Today we're going to touch on a very big subject that there's a lot of misinformation out there, and that's how to properly use your credit card. You know, a lot of people, you hear them say, don't use more than 30% of your available credit. It's really, really bad. The credit card company doesn't want to see that. Or my favorite, you need to always carry a balance, because if you don't carry balance, they don't have anything to report. So unfortunately, all that information is just absolutely false. It's not true. I recently went to an event this year in Las Vegas called CreditCon. I had the pleasure of watching one of the directors of FICO do a huge presentation to answer all types of questions solely based on your credit score and how your credit score is calculated. Your credit score is created by using 5 different factors of credit. One of them being amounts owed or balances owed. That is 30% of your credit score. Then 35% of your credit score is payment history. 10% of your credit score is new credit. 15% of your credit score is age of credit or length of credit history. 10% is credit mix. So this is what makes up your credit score. So when people make all these crazy stories, you have to understand that these are the 5 determining factors that create your credit score. Utilization makes up 30% of your credit score. That's the balances that are owed. Listen to the words that I said. I said the balances that are owed. Last part's the most important. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you see when we go live and whenever we drop a new video. So when you hear people say, if you report zero balance, they have nothing to report, so it looks like you're not using your credit card. It's actually not true, because remember, it's all about the balances that are being reported. They're not trying to report your usage of your credit card. They don't care about that. Your credit score is made up of 30% of the balances that are owed. So your balances that are owed are just from your credit cards, not your installment loans, only your credit cards. It's important to understand that, because this is another part that people get confused about. You are literally controlling your score by controlling your utilization, otherwise known as balances owed. When your statement closing date approaches, you need to learn your statement closing date, live and die by this. Your due date is only created because you're carrying a balance from the previous month. So you have a choice to pay it off in full, or you can just make a minimum payment and make it on time. But if you pay off that credit card in full, that's what credit card companies want to see. They want to see that you're not carrying a balance, because the more of a balance that you carry, the higher risk of a borrower you become. Credit is all about risk, and you need to keep your risk at a very minimum, because that's what lenders are looking for. They are going to assess how much of a risk you are as a borrower. Based on the graph that I was given directly from FICO, the people that make your credit score, okay, it clearly shows the maximum amount of points that you can get if you carry 0% utilization is 55 points. Now, there is some truth to the fact of if you carry a balance, does it help you? If you carry between 1 to 6% utilization, you can potentially, hear that word I just said, potentially get up to a maximum of 65 points. That's only a 10 point difference. That's if you can get the full 10 points. Everyone will not get the full 10 points based on what's on their credit report. I may get the full 10 points, but you may only get 5, 6, 8, maybe 9. Sometimes I've seen people only get 3. So you have to ask yourself this question. Is it really worth it to you to pay interest to get an extra 10 points? Maybe, okay? I don't like paying interest. I don't like giving my money away. I'm a little bit different than everyone else. Your credit score should be high enough that this doesn't matter. So you can use your credit card as much as you want to. Understand that. If you have a $500 limit and you're trying to get them to increase the credit limit, if you don't use enough of your credit card, the credit card company is not going to increase your credit limit. If you're only using 10, 20, or 30% of your 500, why would the credit card company want to increase your credit limit if you're not using the money? This is how people get stuck with $500 credit card limits, with $300 secured credit cards, because they're taught that, oh, don't use more than 30%. No, use as much of your credit as you want to. And the more that you use, okay, the more the credit card company is going to increase your credit limit. And that's very important. So learn your statement closing date. That is rule number one. Pay off your credit card 2 days before your statement closing date in full. You don't have to do no split payments here or there. You can actually pay off your credit card as you go also, because you can make one credit card payment a day. So as you use it, pay it off. And then when your statement closing date approaches, let's say it's the 20th, pay off your credit card on the 18th, a couple days before, because it may take 1 to 2 business days, remember, business days, for the payment to clear. Once your statement closing date has settled and the 20th is hit, don't use that credit card for up to 7 days, because the credit card company has 3 to 7 days to report your balances that are owed. If you are reporting zero balance and you have no balances owed, you are literally taking control of your credit score, because the balances that you owe are going to increase and decrease your points. Once you step out of that realm of 1 to 6%, you're still in the safe zone. Once you get up to 9% utilization, you're still in the safe zone. The moment you cross the threshold of 9% utilization, you're going to start losing points. And this is why I say you control your credit score at the end of the day. The actions and how you pay your credit cards is going to control your credit score. The credit bureaus do not control your credit score. FICO does not control your credit score. You control your credit score. So take the power back and use your credit card properly. Pay it off in full every month. Use it as much as you possibly can responsibly. And this is going to motivate the credit card companies to give you a credit limit increase. But if you're not using it very much, why would they give you more money? Think about it. It's just logic. It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm here to clear this all up and give you real facts. I hope that everybody learned something today and how to properly use your credit card. If you have any topics that you want to learn about or any questions you have about credit, don't be ashamed. I'm building a community here. We're going to create culture, because I created my company, Limitless Culture, because I want to teach people how to properly use their credit and leverage it to create a better life. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you get a notification anytime we go live or we drop new content. I'm going to work on dropping 3 to 5 videos a week on all the topics you want to learn about. Last but not least, do not forget to subscribe to increase your real credit score.